Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Rachel, and on my YouTube beauty channel we like to do plenty of reviews, first impressions, and tutorials using all cruelty-free and vegan cosmetics because cruelty is not cute. And so today's video we are reviewing a new launch, a new collaboration from one of my favorite makeup brands, ELF Cosmetics. Everything that they launch is vegan and cruelty-free, so I was so excited to see that JKISSA here on YouTube and Instagram, JKISSA Makeup, is collaborating with them for a second time around. The collection is gorgeous, absolutely jaw-dropping, stunning, and I think you guys are gonna agree. So if you guys are interested in seeing how all the products from the collection perform and look at the end of the video, definitely stay tuned. We're gonna get straight into it. Before diving into this gorgeous rainbow eyeshadow palette, I have primed my lids. I'm gonna start off by first trying out the orange shade in the first row. This is called Millie. So I wanna give these brushes a try as well. This is the 6-piece Furever Brush Set, also from the ELF and JKISSA collection. So this is the J3 brush. And on the back of the packaging, she says, not only is this the perfect crease brush, but you can use it to blend concealer into the skin and buff highlighter on your cheekbones, and I can totally see it for that. I love using eye brushes as face brushes as well for nice precision work. But let's start off by taking that shade Millie, and I'm gonna blend it in the center of my crease there. So yeah, that's already 2 layers, and it's really building and blending beautifully. It's not 100% opaque upon the first application, but that's not a bad thing. I find that shades that are super duper pigmented like that usually have a lot of fallout. So far this shade Millie is a winner, just like my baby girl. I'm just gonna continue to build and blend that matte orange in the crease until I'm happy with the pigment payoff there. It just continues to build and blend on itself, adding more and more pigment with each layer. Now I'm going to dive into that gorgeous bright sunshine yellow called Yosemite, also there in the first row. And I'm gonna switch up the brush. I'm gonna take now J4, which is a nice little smudger brush. And what I'm gonna use it for is actually to build up the shade Yosemite in the inner corner crease there for a pop of yellow. Not super pigmented on the first layer, but just continue to build it up and you'll get the desired pigmentation. So far, I am so impressed by those first 2 shades, Millie and Yosemite, so now I'm gonna dive into Casey, the matte, vibrant, fiery red. And I'm gonna use one of the precision eye brushes now from the collection. This is the J5 angled liner brush. JKISSA says, if you love winged eyeliner, this brush is gonna be your BFF. It is thin enough to create sharp lines with powder or gel. Who knows, this could be my new favorite angled liner brush. Now, red shades and purple shades in particular, I have heard are very difficult to create not only a vegan cruelty-free formula, but a formula that is eye safe. So that is one thing that is amazing about this entire palette, is that it's entirely eye safe. So now let's blend that shade Casey here on the outer corner of the eye, and I have laid down a little strip of tape there, and that's gonna help guide us and not allow that shadow to come too far down on the eyes. That way we can keep this look nice and clean. So I'm first just stamping the shade there up against the tape, and then I'm going to use that brush to blend it inwards towards the orange. You can see here how I'm using it not only to deposit the product, but also blend it into the crease and create some dimension there and shape, almost like a cut crease. Now I'm going back in with the JKISSA J4 brush. I'm just going to use it to further blend and diffuse the red shade out in the crease. Now I'm just taking some more of the Casey shade on that brush and diffusing it, building it up to my desired pigmentation. So what I want to do now is just cut the crease and then use some of those gorgeous shimmery metallic shades from the bottom or third row. So first I'm going to cut the crease with some concealer. Now I'm gonna take that shade Firefly, which is a gorgeous metallic gold yellow, and I'm gonna take that on the J1 brush. I'm gonna pack it over top of the concealer in that inner corner. So I was a little bit worried that this shade might have some fallout or that it wouldn't be pigmented on its own, that it might need some help of a setting spray, but it's really performing well with just the brush. So I'm just keeping it on the inner corner but bringing it on the center of the lid, because now we're going to take the shade Tsuki, which is named after one of JKISS's little pit bull babies, and I'm going to take it on the same brush. Let's see how this one looks on the center of the lid. So once again, I am very impressed with the second metallic formula that we're trying. That one had a little bit more glitter in the shade, so it's a different formula than the shade Firefly. And I do have a little teeny bit of glitter fallout on my cheeks, but no big deal at all. Even if I was wearing my face makeup, it's so little that it wouldn't really be noticeable. So for the final shade on the lid, I'm gonna go in with Strawberry and use that here on the outer corner and really blend it in with the orange as well. Oh yeah. How gorgeous are all of those shimmers there on the lid? They create a beautiful ombre blend from yellow to red, and I'm in love with how they are performing. So far, so impressed. I'm gonna go in with the second row now, and I'm gonna take that shade Pepper, again on the angled liner brush, and just kind of deepen it up here on the outer corner. Okay guys, now that we're pretty much finished with the upper lid, I'm just gonna take that tape off. I almost did it off camera, but then I was like, wait, what are you doing? Let's just go ahead and peel that tape off here on camera. This will show you the magic of the tape technique. Yeah, nice, crisp, dramatic line. I love using the tape technique. So now I'm gonna switch up and use another one of the ELF JKISSA brushes. This is J6, small precision smudger brush. What shade do we want to go in with? I think we're gonna go in with, again, Casey and Pepper, kind of mixed together and put those on the lower lash line. No fallout once again. This palette is so nice. I'm incredibly impressed. Beautiful once again. Let's take the same brush in that shade Millie. This time I'm gonna mix shade Millie with Zuma. Just going to keep it the same as the upper lid and keep that orange in the center of the lower lash line. And then once again, we're gonna take Yosemite on the same smudger brush. This time I'm not gonna mix it with Paloma, even though that shade is gorgeous. It's like a deeper, more mustardy, almost like Dijon mustard shade. I would use it, but I wanna keep it nice and bright and vibrant yellow there in the inner corner, so that's why I'm just gonna stick to Yosemite. Gorgeous. I'm really loving how this look is turning out. So for now, I'm gonna keep this eye just as is. Once I do my face makeup and go in with some concealer, I might blend out those shades a little bit more, but for now I'm gonna keep it like that. And now I'm gonna go in with that shade Cannoli, which is a bright, vibrant matte blue. It's like a pool summer blue, and I'm going to use that on the only brush I haven't tried yet. This is the J2 brush, and this time rather than starting in the center of the crease, I'm going to start in the inner corner more so and blend and build my way out. So first just pop it there. Ooh, that deposited a lot of product, so
just beat the devil out of it.
I'm going to really try to tap off any excess because that's almost a little bit scary. It's more pigmented on the first go around than the other matte shades from the first row were. So I guess I just wasn't expecting it, but it's not a bad thing. It's still blending out beautifully, so I think this brush was just a little bit more fluffy than I anticipated, and it kind of blew out that shade everywhere. And it's blending out beautifully. Again, a lot of times with matte, vibrant shades, you run into issues with patchiness and blending, but not with this palette. Yeah, I'm very impressed with how that shade Cannoli really built up, really from the initial application. That's the one thing I will note and say. Compared to the other shades in the first row, Cannoli was more pigmented on the first application and blend. It didn't take as many dips into the pan and steps to blend as it did for the other shades. So be more careful with that one. It's more pigmented than the others, but it's gorgeous. I love how it's looking in the crease. So next I'm going in with the shade Peaky, also from the first row, and I'm gonna hug it really close to the blue we just applied. So again, tapping off the excess, but I'm gonna start in the center of the lid and just marry the green with the blue shade Cannoli. Now I'm going to take the J4 smudger brush to blend and diffuse it out further. How are we feeling, guys, about how the blue and green are blending together there on the lid? I happen to be in love, and I'm especially in love with the contrast between the two eyes so far. So we're going to continue on. We're going to take some purple next. And this has been one of the shades I've been looking forward to using the most, because purple is such a difficult shade in makeup to create, especially within eyeshadows. So let's see how this purple shade in the first row, this is called Sadie, which is more of a vibrant violet purple. It's more of a warm tone purple as compared to Pretty Girl below it. So let's see how she builds up in the crease as well. And I'm first going to take it on the angled liner brush, the J5. I'm going to go back in with the J1 shadow brush and blend out the border here. I love how the more I play around with not only the palette but the brushes in particular, I'm finding more and more ways to utilize them. So it just goes to show that this 6-piece brush set is so universal, perfect no matter if you're a beginner in makeup or an advanced artist, because you're going to find a way to use each brush, if not 5 different ways. Like for instance, now I'm using this brush to pack the shadow there in the outer corner, blend it up, and then bring it in, and it's almost creating like a cut crease effect, which is so cool. So the next step is going to be to cut the crease just like we did on this eye. Then we'll come back and take the tape off for the reveal, use some more of the shimmery shades on the lid, and yeah, we'll just finish off this makeup look. Loving how it's looking. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But I'll be right back with a cut crease and we'll dive into some of these beautiful shimmery shades again. Reagan, Bailey, and Confetti on the lid. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Now that we have cut the crease once again, I'm going back in with the blues, and I'm using shade Bailey from the 3rd row. This is one shade from the whole palette that just really speaks to me. It stands out. It's a gorgeous metallic glittery blue shade with some silver base to it. So I'm gonna pop that on the center of that cut crease lid using again the J1 brush. I want to see how this applies with the smudger brush, the J6. I want to get right up close and precise to the cut crease. So let's see if we get a little bit more intensity with this brush. This one you might just need to use your fingers with to get the ultimate payoff, but don't worry if you don't want to get your fingers dirty. The brush does just fine. It's just not as intense as I know this shadow wants to be. So I'm going to try with my pinky, although my nails are super long. Usually my nails are not this long, but I think we can get in there in the inner corner. Yeah, there we go. And I did get a little bit of fallout, but no big deal. We'll wipe it off with the makeup wipe. So next I'm going in with the shade right next to it, Reagan, which is a beautiful deep emerald green shimmer. I'm gonna go directly in with my finger now and pop it in the center of the lid. And switching up for the brush again, just to get an idea of how it applies with both tools. Okay, last but not least for the lid is the purple shade in the third row. This one is shade Confetti, which is a beautiful shimmery version of Sadie. It looks like Sadie and Pretty Girl right above it mixed together in a shimmery version. So I'm gonna pop that on the outer third of the lid. This Confetti shade is a gorgeous, almost grape purple. I'm loving it. So now it's time to reveal that sharp line from the tape method. So once again, drum roll guys, let's reveal the clean, crisp edge. Ooh, yes, so satisfying every time. So I'm starting by smudging Sadie again on the outer third of the lower lash line with the J5 angled liner brush. And then I'm also gonna pop the green shade Peaky right in the center of the lower lid. And then finally, Cannoli for that bright pop of blue. Ooh, fallout on that one. The cooler tone shades, the blue and green and purple, do have a little bit more fallout, so just be more sparing when applying those and be sure to tap off your brush. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop there for the eyeshadow. I'm so happy with how this look is turning out. So I'm gonna do my face makeup off camera and also pop on some lashes to finish off the look, and then I'll be back and we're gonna try out the final product. Stick around guys, I'll be right back looking a little bit more glam, and we'll finish off this makeup look and review with my final thoughts on the entire ELF and JKISSA Round 2 collaboration. Be right back. Alright guys, I am back full glam. You know I had to for this occasion, and we're back to finish off this eye look and try out the final product from the ELF and JKISSA Round 2 collab, and this is their eyeshadow topper duo. And it says wear alone or as an eyeshadow topper to amplify your eye look. So that's what we're doing today. We're using this in addition with the To The Rescue eyeshadow palette to really amp up the look. Let's just go in with What a Pity Smile, and I'm first gonna pop it on the inner corner. Let's see how this formula pairs up with the eyeshadow underneath. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Okay, and now to use the opposite shade of that dual eyeshadow topper. This is I'm Pup Set, that gorgeous green-based gold. I think if I had to choose a favorite between the two sides, I would have to choose the iridescent one, simply because it has more chunkier flecks of glitter and it's just that iridescent shade that catches the eye. But all in all, I love both sides and how they complement the look. Definitely recommend you pick this up along with the eyeshadow palette if you're into liquid eyeshadows. Now that the makeup look is all finished, it's time to give my final thoughts and opinions for this review. But before I do so, let me know guys in the comments down below which side is your favorite. I happen to love both. I'm a sucker for color, but this blue, purple, green situation with the iridescent glitter is giving me all the mermaid vibes. So I'm gonna have to be team blue, purple mermaid vibes. But I do love the warm, fiery red side as well. Definitely more on par for that hot girl summer vibe. But let me know which side you prefer down in the comments below. So what are my thoughts on the 6-piece Furever Brush Set from the collection? Well, number one, their appearance. They are gorgeous, stunning. I love how they chose to keep the rainbow theme on par for the handles of these brushes. They have that rainbow gradient. So gorgeous. They feel high quality and luxurious, and they're fun to use. They put you in a good mood. They make you smile. Number two, if you already watch my tutorials, you know I love and use ELF brushes for every single video. They're my go-to. Number one, because they're vegan, they're cruelty-free, they're made of synthetic fibers, but despite being synthetic, they are nice, high quality on an affordable budget, so you can afford to buy 2 or 3 of your favorite, crease blending brush or what have you. What is so cool about each of these brushes is that they are unique to what ELF currently offers. They are ones that JKISSA designed and hand selected, and what I found from using them in today's tutorial is that you can use each one for a multitude of different purposes. You aren't restricted to to using this brush for only blending. You know, you can use it for powder, you can use it for highlighter, you can use it for concealer, and the same goes for all the other brushes. You can use them for more than what is intended. So that's really cool, and I love that she put her tips as to how to use them on the back of the packaging. So this 6-piece brush set retails for $25, and I happen to think it's worth every penny. You get 6 brushes for one. You're not limited to using them for one purpose. You can use them all over the face, and they're really cute. They put a smile on my face just to look at them, so they'll be a nice addition to my vanity. And yeah, highly recommend you pick these up as part of the collection. Next up for review in the collection is the To The Rescue eyeshadow palette. The first thing that I happen to love about this palette is how they used the plastic insert as a sticker sheet and as a way to completely customize the surface or the face of the palette. So what that means is that it's going to be unique to you. I love how they gave a purpose to this plastic insert that's usually just there to protect the eyeshadows during transit. So it's really nice that they thought this through and thought to give a use to that typical plastic insert that's usually just thrown away in the trash. As for the palette itself, it's super well thought out. You get 18 shades. Each row is corresponding, so if you wanted to stick to one color, create a cute little monochromatic look, which is totally on trend these days, you could stick to one row, or you can really mix and match like I did today. These shades are very beautiful and consistent in the fact that you can blend and build them up to the desired pigmentation you want. I didn't have a rainbow palette before this palette, so thank you ELF, thank you JKISSA for coming up with this. I'm so excited that this was your vision and you created it, you made it come to life. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I give it 10 out of 10, 5 stars. Definitely recommend that you pick it up. The palette does retail for $20, so for 18 shades, that's, you know, less than $1 a piece. So you're really getting your bang for your buck. You get a huge mirror, and again, it's completely customizable with the sticker sheet there. So definitely recommend you pick this one up as well as part of the collection. And then last but not least, guys, the eyeshadow topper duo. Now, I love this product. I think if you're not the typical liquid eyeshadow wearer, pick this up. This one is $12, so the perfect place to start. Essentially $6 for each side because you get a 2-in-1. My favorite, again, of the two is the iridescent glittery silver shade. I think it just really amped up this look and gave it that mermaid vibe. But the gold is gorgeous as well, and I'll be interested to use these on their own instead of over top of eyeshadow to see how they perform on their own. You can see how they swatched on the back of my hand there, so I think they would be gorgeous as just a wash of glitter over top of the lid with nothing else, maybe just some mascara. And it's a perfect way to catch the light whenever you just close your eyes. It's going to be a new go-to for me, a nice way to amp up any look easily without using a loose glitter, worrying about all that fallout on your cheeks, you know. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, first impressions, and review. I definitely did, and I found some new staples for my makeup collection. I definitely recommend that you guys check out this ELF X JKISSA collection while it's still available because it is limited edition, so once it's gone, and we heard that from JKISSA's mouth, so you better believe it. Get it while it's here if you're interested. I think these products are beautiful no matter if you're a beginner in makeup or you're an advanced artist. I think you can find something in the collection for you, and you're supporting a vegan and cruelty-free brand like ELF, who does everything with pure intentions. I love the brand already, so to see them collab with JKISSA for a second time around is so amazing. Congratulations to both of them and to JKISSA. You are doing amazing things, and I can't wait to see what you have in store in the future. If you guys liked today's video and you want to see more cruelty-free and vegan reviews and makeup tutorials like today's in the future, definitely subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell as well if you don't want to miss out on being notified when those go live. Have some fun things up my sleeve rolling out next, so definitely stay tuned, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye guys!